Oh, Sammy. I'll let you clean up a little bit, huh? Zach, what's up? Happy Sunday. How you doing? Sammy. Ooh. This is a different environment, right? This is the bathroom renovation that I've been working on to the shiplap panels that I had been painting a while ago. Could probably dust this. Good but exhausted. Not sleeping well. Is that what's going on? I'm doing all right. Doing all right. Still waiting for a baby. Okay. So let me get the right tools here. The right tools are always good. Good start, you know? Never slept well. Yeah. Yeah, sleep is important. Oh, insomnia. That's brutal. Sorry to hear that. Sleep is critical, you know. I always find when I'm sort of intentional about calming everything down, getting off the phone, bringing the lights down at least a half hour before I go to bed, I always feel like that hurts a little bit. What's up, Casey? I am working on my master bathroom renovation. What are you doing? It's a purple bottle, like a melatonin gummy, you mean? Is it the Ollie brand? I take this every once in a while. Not a recommendation, but it's like a melatonin, L-theanine, and botanicals, which is code word for we're going to pretend like this works, but it probably doesn't. The melatonin certainly works, but I don't know about botanicals doing anything magical. Not to say they don't, but I'd like to see the research. I only take a half one of those just because if I take more than a couple mgs of melatonin, I feel like hungover the next morning. So not a huge fan of that feeling. But Casey, which movie are you watching? It's called Zeke. Nice. I like it. All right, let me see. What is this? 1.5 inches? Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Make sure I have enough of these brads here. These can be really finicky. Inside Out 2. You know, I watched Inside Out 2 recently, and it was good. But I like the first one better, for sure. D, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Just doing something different here and doing bringing you guys along for the bathroom renovation. Becky, what's up? What's up? Minnie Barrety, yo. How you guys doing today? What's up, Isaac? I am just working on the bathroom renovation today, so I figured I'd, have you guys join me. Putting, so this is the trim I got. Let me know if you like it. In reality, the lady likes it, and so if you don't like it, that's okay. But this is the trim I got. It's essentially going to be a header trim. Can't see that. A header trim. So there's a mitered corner. So this will be placed right there in the corner. Then I'm going to run another piece and joint it there. and be good to go. I'm the first person to say your name right, Casey? Interesting. On this crappy camera. I don't know. Oh, you know what it is? It's because my screen protector is cracked. That's why it looks so bad, front facing. Let me peel the screen protector off. Ugh, getting under the nails. Oh, that's a gross feeling. Okay, hang on. We're almost there. There we go. See if this helps at all. Yeah, that helps. My screen protector was all cracked. Crypt Blue. Well, you're welcome to do that. Thank you, Zach. I appreciate that. All right. Well, now that I've corrected the crappy screen, I didn't realize that it had spidered that far. No, it was just it looked bad. All right, let's see if I can get this lined up right. Be good to go here. I'm gonna try to get you guys to be able to see this, but we'll see. I don't know if it'll work. I'm not used to. I've been time lapsing this whole renovation, but I'm not used to like doing any live stream with anybody here. So, all right. Sorry if that's loud. After I put these trim pieces in, I'm gonna touch up the paint. So wood fill these brads, and then touch up the paint so it'll look really nice. But yeah, take a look at that. I think it looks nice. Mitered the corner. So let me grab that other piece. When I butt this up, oh, this looks bad because got scraped around. But like I said, we'll be painting that. Not too bad. So pretty much any miter is going to have a little gap in there, which is fine because I'm going to use wood filler, and it will I think pretty much butt up there perfectly, which is nice. Whoa. So let me tack that up there. Brother Aaron, a shout out. What's up, Aaron? Thanks, Casey. Appreciate that, man. Or I guess Casey is a gender neutral name, so I don't know. Either way, I appreciate your compliment. Let me get this mounted here. We'll be good to go. I think this finishes, using this trim, kind of finishes the shiplap really nicely. Aaron, what's up? Shout out. Yes, I do. Well, very few people own a home. We are on our way to owning it, but currently we're borrowing it from the bank to be a pain in the butt. Hopefully that's not too loud on the stream. Sorry. Really loud. I'm going to tack this other side here. That measurement was actually pretty good. Oh. Bummer. It cracked at the end. I think I'll probably wood fill it, and I think it'll look okay once I touch it up. All right. After those. Oh, after this one am I working on? Well, I was just watching some football, and I wanted to get these moldings up, because once I get the moldings up, I will be able to install the toilet, which I'm dying to do. So probably a little bit more football, to be honest. Chill out for a little bit. Isaac, I go by the eccentric scientist here. Some people call me TES to shorten it. So either one of those works for me. Waiting for the parents to croak to get mine. Wow, that is dark. Yeah, I mean, most people can't afford to buy a house outright, especially if you're in anything but a certain bracket that's been making money for a long time. And so, yeah, I always kind of joke like, yes, we own the house, but we don't really own it. The bank owns it until we pay the loan back, right? So it's a joke. Okay. It's still a dark joke. It can be a joke, but it's still dark. You're just saying that just in case you find out your parents are super hip and they're on YouTube live stream, aren't you? Probably not. Have you guys heard of the group We3 before? I just saw a short that they did. And of course, then you go down the rabbit hole, you see someone short, and then you go to their channel and you start going through a whole bunch of their content. You know how it is. I'm not the only one that does that. Let me get a tool here to do this job correctly. Oh, which one? Yeah, let's do this. Sorry, my concentration face doesn't work well with my thinking face. One thing I didn't realize when I was starting renovations is you have to be okay with iteration. The fact that renovations are an iterative process. You guys are seeing nice floor here with nicely painted shiplap, an outlet down here and everything, and a couple holes. Well, I guess you can't see that, but a couple holes here for my drain and my water supply for where the tub is going to be. But what you didn't see is when everything looked similar like this, this is the shower enclosure area where everything was subfloor and walls, just stud bay. And so when you're renovating, if you're like kind of neurotic, you'll get really stressed out by the fact that it doesn't look good. Even though you're like making progress, it won't look good until you iterate over and over and over, right? And so like, for instance, this, I just mounted it and it feels like it should be the last thing to do, but it's not. You got to fill the holes that you just put in this thing with wood filler, and it looks like trash, like down here, wood filler trash. But then once you do your final sort of process to sand it down and then put your final coat of paint on, it all looks pretty much perfect. Fancy. What's up, Metric? Yes, you did speak too soon. Only part of it is fancy, that's for sure. But yeah, anyways, that's my spiel about any sort of renovation. I always really struggled kind of mid-renovation because I was like, man, this doesn't look like it's supposed to. And it's like, well, It takes a few different iterations to get it to look how you need it to look. Can't afford a house myself, maybe one day. Yep, that's all processed right now. I'm working on an apartment, and that's hard enough. Yeah, that's true. Especially depending on where you live. Yeah, it can be tough. We got kind of real fortunate because we took, especially when you're younger, like you can afford to take some risks, particularly financial, because you have time to recover from any catastrophic sort of things. And so we took a risk on our first house, and it we knew it wasn't the most ideal situation for us, but it worked. It paid off, and we were able to use some of the equity to help with this house. Yeah. I think it's just the perspective, Zach. We're not really on a hill, and it's not a 3-story. All right, looks good. So at the end, I'm going to sand this in a couple hours, sand this down, make it look all pretty, and give it a final coat of paint along with the other portions of this here, and I will be good to call it good. I wonder if I should do like a trim piece. So I just routed this, so it looks like trash right now, but I will put a final coat of paint on there so it'll look matching. But I almost wonder if I should do like an overlapping trim piece on the bottom. I don't know. We'll see. All right, let's do this is the toilet side. So this is what your toilet looks like when it's not there, minus the red Solo cup. But my plan, looking at this, it looks like trash. But here's the thing. My plan is I should run a molding up at the top too. Anyways, think about that. But my plan is to run these trim moldings so they look like this. Is this the right side? Yeah. So the trim molding will be like that, all the way up and down, which looks, I think, pretty good. I don't know. What do you guys think? I think it looks good. Picked it out yesterday. And then these are going to be kind of two separate pieces. So one running all the way down and then stopping where this line is. And I put this line here because I couldn't get a sheet of shiplap that was tall enough, the whole thing. So I had to split it in two. And so this seam right here looks really ugly. But what I'm going to do is do a like a maple hardwood slab and cut it to a floating shelf exactly to these dimensions and overlay it here. So you'll never even see the seam. And I'm going to have the first shelf be there and then a second and third shelf that I'm going to build. And so, yeah, once I put the final coat of paint on, it'll look nice and continuous. I'll install that shelf and that'll look good. So right now it's going to look a little janky, but I'm going to put these moldings on. And at the time that I do the shelf, I'm going to mark these where I need to cut them off and install the shelf. So it'll all look copacetic. It's all about the what is it called? Thinking forward. Looks like your bathroom is an L shape. It's kind of a weird shape. It's sort of LU-ish. All right, 49 inches too. I marked these so that but then I painted over it, or at least some of them. 2 and 2, okay. I think I'm gonna need a stool to do this, unfortunately. And I mitered this. Let's see if I don't poke. I mitered this, and then I coped the back end. So this kind of overlaps with the bottom baseboard. I'm hoping it looks really nice. You can't really see it in there. But this will kind of slide down and slightly overlap the baseboard. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up as I go, you know? Just as long as it works for my head, right? Toilet side looks like an alcove. It kind of is, yeah. It's real tall here, and then it kind of slants up. And then the vanity is behind you. It's directly, the phone is essentially right by the vanity, and the lights. So let me get a ladder, or at least a step stool. There we go. Thank you. I think it looks cool too. I really like the colors. My partner was the one that did a lot of the design choices, from the lighting to the vanity, the flooring, the wall color, which is pretty neutral looking. It doesn't really look that good on camera. It's kind of like a, what would you call it? Like a taupe maybe? And then this, it looks terrible on camera, to be honest. Like this wall color looks way too yellow on camera, because this looks awful on the screen, but it looks really nice here. Anyways, she did a lot of the coloration choices and design choices. And when I started putting the flooring in and it started coming together, I was so happy with how it looked. So painted all purple. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see if we can petition my partner to allow us to paint it purple. How's that sound? All right, loud sounds, headphone wearers, you've been warned. Lavender. Ooh, lavender would be nice. That, why is that so? Okay. That looks good. It's all about where you put that first brad in, you know, because you can't really take it back. Once you place it, it's more or less there for good. Cool. Call it installed. Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing was really wrong with it. It was really outdated. So they had like the all these walls had, let's see, it was dark green wallpaper, popcorn ceiling, gold fixtures on a really old, nasty looking vanity. It was just kind of old. So I knocked out a wall to make it a little bit bigger, rerouted the electrical on that side. They had a giant jacuzzi tub in here that took up so much space, and it was really gross. When we turned it on, black stuff was coming out of the jets, so we didn't want to use that. And the shower was all moldy, and the subfloor was starting to rot because it was leaking. So kind of all those factors added up to, I need to pretty much rip everything out and redo it. So got all the subfloor replaced and not as moldy. Hopefully that makes sense. Let me... The portion where I was, it was just subfloor, took so long to do. I think I need to carve that out. Sorry, it's kind of dark in here, so. Be nice if I didn't stab myself with this, you know? That looks weird. Ooh. I'm gonna need a knife. Not a drywall knife, a real knife. The other thing I always underestimate is how much cleanup time you have to do in between different phases of the renovation. Like after I'm done with this, before I install the toilet, I'm gonna have to completely vacuum this area. Or at least my brain says I do. Because I don't really want to install a toilet on top of a whole bunch of garbage, you know. If you know what I'm saying. Good enough. Good enough. I think this is going to need like a legitimate full second coat of paint. Yeah, I think so. We actually audibled. We were gonna do a different color at first, and then kind of last minute we were like, wait, that doesn't really look good with the color shiplap panels that we picked out. So called an audible and it worked out. So there's going to be a gap here on the bottom. So I'm going to prefer to mate the top with the ceiling over mating the bottom with that part. Does that make sense? I'm just talking out loud. I don't usually have somebody to talk through with this. I think that looks good. Okay, that's good enough. And lime in the kitchen. Metric, you got some serious chaos energy going on. Sammy, hello. What are you doing? Are you inspecting? Are you inspecting? Are you inspecting? The dog usually comes by and checks on me here and there, doing her thing. All right, let's get the other side in. And then we'll wood fill the rest. Wait, I'm missing something. What am I missing? Oh, the corner molding for the other side. Nope, should have done that, but oh well. Number one and number one. All right, I think I got these right. Yes, I can tell. I will ask about the lime green though for sure. Nope. No, I won't. All right. I thought red was a good color for kitchens. If there is one color that represents hunger, I say it would be red. That's true. Yeah, they've done psychological tests about that, and that's actually absolutely true. Yep, like McDonald's. I think the red was for hunger and the yellow was for happy, I think, if I remember right. I could be misremembering that, to be honest, but oh, that looks so much nicer with that covering the top there. Oh no, don't tell me that. Really? Really? I am a, what, 16th of an inch too long on this. I have to cut this. Do I have a handsaw up here? It doesn't have to look pretty. It just has to look Oh, you know what? Maybe I should, let's do this instead. No, I shouldn't do that. Oh, I know what I can do. Easy, easy, easy. Bear with me. Debbie, what's up? Good to see you. We got the gang here, Metric, Zach. We got some new friends in here. They're still here anyways. It's been a good time. I'm working on the bathroom renovation, so I figured I'd take you guys with. For today, at least. How are you doing, Debbie? So I'm just using a chisel to get the excess paint off here. I'm going to be shortening this to make up for the length at the bottom there. I just need it to fit in, that's it. Man, I have seen some chisel injuries that look absolutely brutal. Just cooking all day. What are you cooking, Debbie? You want to cook me something? I'd be willing to bet I would be more than happy to eat your food, Debbie. Redid the bathroom in my former house. Cool. Nice. Did you like the result? I'm seriously doubting that this is the fastest way to do this, but that's okay. Or the safest. There's definitely questionable reasons to question my safety here. Beef stroganoff, nice. A masa pie. Made up myself. Oh, that sounds good. My goodness. For red and yellow representing hunger is because we tend to like hot, warm food. Oh, yeah. That's true. Oh, you redid it to sell it. I gotcha. Hey, as long as it worked. Made your house more attractive to buyers. I've redone the other two bathrooms in this house. One is a half bath and there's a full bath on this floor as well. And so this bathroom is the last one. And then we'll be all updated. All right, let's see if this fits now. There we go. Wait, does it? I don't know if it does yet. I think that fits. We'll make it fit. Yeah. Well, there we go. It's broken. Just kidding. It'll be fine. Maybe. Just needs a little paint touch up, that's all. Could be said of all of these. Angled piece there. On the top. Okay. Yeah, I think I am going to need a little molding across here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put a molding across the top as well? Make it just kind of look real nice. I don't know. Sorry, loud sounds. Turn your volume down. That still doesn't fit. That is hilarious. Are you kidding me? Well, we're just going to tap it in, I think. Oh, okay. No. I think that'll be all right. All right. Zach, you're no fun. Yeah, it's kind of a U shape. A U shape with something on it. Oh, don't forget to like the stream if you haven't already. That'd be awesome. Just double tap the screen for me. That would help a lot. Let's go back this way. And I got to finish up this corner. We're going to see if I can measure people. This is always my least favorite moment of when I'm going to install something that I measured for. Oh, look at that. I was worried for no reason. Sammy, were you worried? Are we gonna caulk the outsides or just wood fill? Sammy. Okay. Sammy, what do you think? Headphone alert, loud sounds. I always forget, sorry guys. In reality, this doesn't really matter. Like from here up does, up to here to make it look nice and cohesive. But down here doesn't matter because the tub is going to be here. You're never going to see it unless you're like crawling out the wrong side of the tub, which is something Sammy would do for sure. Is that something you would do? I don't want to licks in the face though. What do you think? Looks good. What do you think? Yeah. The meat is so tender. I am jealous of your beef stroganoff, Debbie. One day, like I said, we're going to have a eccentric scientist meetup, and those of you that can cook well can go ahead and just make the meals for us. I will. Yeah, my partner is saying that the beef stroganoff sounds good. Hey, we all used to live by train tracks, apparently. I always felt like a little bit of road noise or the train passing by was kind of peaceful. Like some people are like, oh, I could never buy a house near train tracks. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not like they're usually in residential areas. They're not usually blaring their whistle a lot or their horn, whatever it's called. Hopefully there are no train engineers in the chat here. But I always liked it personally. That was just me. Okay. You love it so far? Nice. Nice, nice. I'm glad you like it. It beats not liking it. That's for sure. I think I'm just gonna have to like give this whole thing another coat of paint, to be honest. I think it'll probably look best if I... Oh, sorry, you guys can't even see what I'm doing down there. Looking at my bottom half. Whoa. Ooh, that was fun. This is what I do on my day off. I know Naz always complains at me for like not taking it easy, but this is my taking it easy. And watching a little football, to be fair. So I do chill out for sure. But usually I want to be up and going. You know, Metric, I heard, I don't know if this is true, so I'm just propagating something, I'm not sure. But I heard the most injurious tool on a construction site is a 4-foot ladder. Which I think I probably believe, to be honest. I'm in a small town, so they have this sound of horns. I assume tunnels. Oh, okay. Interesting. Interesting. You guys got any good song, artist, or TV show movie recommendations lately? I think I might have asked yesterday on the guitar stream, but I don't remember if I heard back about it. Or maybe I just missed it. It's definitely a possibility that I simply did not see it. That needs to be sanded off. Dolly Parton, that's a classic. Love it. Jolene. There we go. Debbie, remind me where you're from. I can't remember. You're from like somewhere in the South, Southern United States. Illinois, that's right, that's right. Good to see you, Debbie. Thanks for joining up. Hope that beef stroganoff hits. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourself. How should I do this? That is the question. Sorry, I'm off camera for a second here, guys. Okay. I think that looks good. I'm happy with it. And I am not Not usually easily happy with my own work, so I'm happy with it. Does that make sense? All right, let me sand this. Oh my gosh, sounds like a freight train. I also, because we're gonna be hanging towels here, or maybe here, one of the two. The bathtub's gonna be here. I like to kind of sand the corners, just take a little bit of the edge off, just because if you happen to accidentally kind of grab onto this or have to put some pressure on it, you don't really want it to be super sharp. It's kind of the little things, the nice little final touches that make it feel nice. So that's what I think anyways. I've only watched one action show in my entire life from start to finish. We had like 2 seasons. Beautiful People on ABC. It's been a long time, so I don't remember what it was about other than the family we live in New York. Okay. Beautiful People. I'll have to mark that down. Metric, you got any New Zealand input on the TV show category? Okay. Not too bad. Looks good. Oh man, I missed literally 2. All right, hang on. What? Okay. I guess I should do this too. Yeah, it's kind of like a little mini forest there, Zach. It's not a lot, but it is something. I do enjoy sitting out there, that's for sure. Okay. What next? I think I need to go grab a couple counter punches, so give me 1 second. I'll be right back. I gotta run downstairs. Let's see. I'll make this slightly less boring for you. So there are a few of these. I was trying to set my depth, and I did not do it correctly for the brads. So you want to countersink the brads a little bit. You don't want them sitting proud of the surface at all. And so I have to go back and manually countersink them, which is fine. It happens. But I know that if I didn't do this for the rest of the time, I'd be taking a bath, once every 10 months or so. And I'd be bothered that I saw these nails not countersunk. So thank you, Zach. I try my best. There are a lot of times doing these renovations that it's just the same thing. Oh, do you see that set right too? It's the same thing over and over and over. And that's where a good podcasts come in. That's where I like listening to something that'll kind of, when you don't need a lot of brain power to do something, it's kind of nice to be able to sink into a podcast a little bit and be good to go. That's good. All right. The rest of those look good. I guess I should do these other ones while I'm here too. See, I'd put all of these brads on this upper portion because I thought I was going to do a big molding that was this way and not this way. And I ended up going with this one, the one that you see here. And so now I do actually have to treat these brads because, because otherwise, I'll see them for forever. And sometimes you have to be willing to kind of change a little bit along the way because I'd planned to, do that other molding. So it would have just hidden all the brads. And so it would have been less work, and that's great and awesome. But sometimes it doesn't work out that way. So just kind of got to be okay with, man, a lot of these are actually proud of the surface now. I'm looking at them. Got to be okay with kind of changing up the plan and do something a little bit different. I also used to go really ham with the brad nailer. Now I don't anymore because it causes a lot more work. The more times you tack something on, the more holes you have to fill and blah, 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 and more chance it'll look like trash. So it just doesn't take that many nails to put a piece of shiplap up, It's not like someone's going to be hanging off of it, theoretically. Okay. think that's it. Got them all countersunk. Good to go. I don't even think I'm going to wood fill those, to be honest. I will just do a final coat of paint and make sure I kind of glob a little bit more paint in the holes there than I normally would, and I think that'll cover it pretty well, in my opinion, anyways. Cool. I also need to install that. I had to wire it outside of its casement, which is not the code when I installed it, so I haven't had any light in this little alcove since I did that, and I haven't used these switches here on the wall, but that's okay. Nice and dusty. And so I got to crawl up into the attic, go belly down onto insulation with tools, and cut the proper things so I can resend the wires through and wire it through the actual casement thing. Super fun. That's not going to be a today thing, though. Looks weird. All right. I am going to go and finish the game. I want to see the end of the afternoon NFL games. Chill out for a little bit. And I will be back probably not too long from now. And we'll do some painting. Get this all painted up, and maybe we see if we can get a toilet installed. How nice would that be? And then it's off to the vanity. It should be fun. Cool. Thanks for joining, as usual. Zach, you're a G. I will maybe see you later. If not, have a good rest of your day. And catch you guys later. See ya.